Nobody saw it. Nobody saw the prayer you prayed at 2 in the morning when the fear got too loud to stay silent. Nobody saw the way you chose kindness when you had every right to choose bitterness. Nobody saw the tears you cried in the car before you went inside and held it together for everyone else. Nobody saw you show up to faith again, quietly, without announcement, after the season that almost broke you. Nobody saw it. But I want to tell you something today that I believe will change how you carry what you carry. Someone did see it. Someone always sees it. And what he sees, your hidden life, your quiet faithfulness, the things you did when no one was watching, is more seen, more known, and more valued than you have ever been told. We live in a world that has made visibility the measure of value. If it wasn't photographed, it didn't happen. If it wasn't shared, it doesn't count. If no one liked it, commented on it, celebrated it, was it even real? That is the logic of the age we live in. And it is slowly, quietly poisoning the way we think about faithfulness. Because it leads us to unconsciously believe that the unseen life is the lesser life. That the prayer prayed in private is worth less than the testimony shared on a stage. That the act of kindness with no audience is somehow incomplete. But Jesus said the opposite. Emphatically. But when you pray, go into your room, close the door and pray to your Father, who is unseen. Then your Father, who sees what is done in secret, will reward you. Matthew 6:6. Your Father, who sees what is done in secret. The hidden life is not invisible to God. It is where He pays the closest attention. Scripture is filled with the theology of the hidden, of God working in places no one is watching, forming things no one can yet see. The roots of a tree grow for years, sometimes decades, before the tree becomes what it is meant to be. Those roots are not visible. They are not applauded. No one gathers to observe root growth. But the tree that will one day provide shade, shelter, and fruit for others is entirely dependent on the hidden work underneath. Your hidden life of faith is your root system. The patience you practiced when no one was testing you. The forgiveness you chose privately. The return to prayer after the silence. The faithfulness in the ordinary, unremarkable Tuesday that looked exactly like every other Tuesday. These are not small things. These are the architecture of a soul. God does not measure the size of your stage. He measures the depth of your roots. His master replied, "Well done, good and faithful servant. You have been faithful with a few things, I will put you in charge of many things." Matthew 25:23. Faithful with a few things. Not famous things. Not impressive things. Few things. Small things. Hidden things. That is the economy of the kingdom. I want to be honest with you about something. The hidden life can get heavy. There are seasons when the faithfulness no one sees starts to feel like faithfulness that doesn't matter. When you watch others receive recognition for things you've been quietly doing for years. When you serve without being thanked, give without being acknowledged, show up without anyone noticing you were there. And in those seasons, a question rises that sounds like this: does any of this actually count? I want to answer that question as directly as I know how. Yes. All of it counts. Every single hidden moment of it. God is not unjust. He will not forget your work and the love you have shown Him as you have helped His people and continue to help them. Hebrews 6:10. He will not forget. Not one prayer. Not one act of kindness. Not one moment of faithfulness in the dark that no one else witnessed. He keeps a different kind of record than the world keeps. And His record is the one that lasts. The weariness you feel in the hidden life is real. But it is not evidence that your faithfulness is wasted. It is evidence that you have been giving, consistently, genuinely, from a place deep inside yourself. That is not a small thing. That is a beautiful thing. So how do you keep going in the hidden life, especially when it costs you and no one notices the cost? First, remember whose audience you actually have. When the approval of people becomes the fuel for your faithfulness, you will run out. Human approval is inconsistent, conditional, and often misdirected. But when you do what you do for an audience of one, when the question becomes not will anyone see this, but does God see this? The fuel source changes entirely. Second, let your private life be richer than your public one. Spend more time in prayer than you spend talking about prayer. Give more than you share about giving. Love more than you post about love. This creates an interior depth that the public self draws from, rather than depleting it. Third, find one person who knows your real life. Not the curated version. Someone who knows what you actually carry, what you actually struggle with, and who speaks truth into the hidden places. The hidden life is not the same as the lonely life. You are not made to be invisible. You are made to be fully known by the one who sees everything, and loved completely anyway. I want to say something directly to you before these ends. The thing you did that no one saw, it mattered. The prayer you prayed alone, it was heard. The kindness you showed that was never returned, it was received. The faithfulness you held onto through the season that almost broke you, it is written down in a place that does not forget. You are not invisible. You are not overlooked. You are not doing all of this for nothing. For the eyes of the Lord range throughout the earth to strengthen those whose hearts are fully committed to Him. 2 Chronicles 16:9. His eyes are ranging throughout the earth, looking for people exactly like you. And He has found you. Keep going. The hidden life is not the lesser life. It is, often, the most sacred one of all.